You remember him from his multi-platinum hits like Key Largo and Casablanca. Here is singer-songwriter Bertie Higgins.
We had it all, just like Bogey and Bacall, starring in our own late show, sailing away to Key Largo. Here's looking at you, kid, who a kiss is still in Casablanca. The kiss is not a kiss without your side. Please come back to me, Casablanca. I love you more and more each day as time goes by. It's just another day in paradise. Love the night away till the sunrise. Seeing that I love you, look in your eyes. Just another day in paradise. Now the flag's on fire. The flag's on fire. It's set to see you and me to raise Old Glory higher. You, my brown-eyed girl, do you remember when? Now we used to sing, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's sing it louder. Come sing the Montego Bay. We had it all, just like Bogey and Bacall.
Our next guest is a talented new singer who has just released his first solid gold hit, Key Largo. And like a lot of people, Key Largo is also one of my all-time favorite movies.
Really?
Oh,
It
yeah.
starred two of my favorite actors.
Really?
Lauren Bacall and Humphrey Bogart. They were
Oh,
great.
Bogey was great.
Yeah.
Remember the movie where he gets in a fight, takes a roll of quarters in his hand and slugs the guy?
Yeah, Andy, I remember that.
Well, something like that once happened to me.
What?
I was just 8 years old at the time, and this big bully was picking on me.
Yeah?
So I took a roll of quarters in my hand,
Uh-huh.
looked him straight in the eye.
And you slugged him?
No, I gave him the quarter so he wouldn't hit me.
Oh, Andy. The first 8-year-old in history to throw a fight.
Well, the song you're about to hear is this performer's first hit, and we're sure he's going to have a lot more. Here to sing this week's number 10 song, Key Largo, please welcome Mr. Bertie Higgins.
Wrapped around each other, trying so hard to stay warm. That first cold winter together, lying in each other's arms, watching those old leaves falling in love so desperately. Honey, I was your hero, and you were my leading lady. We had it all, just like Bogey and Bacall, starring in our own late show, sailing away to Key Largo. Here's looking at you, kid, missing all the things we did. We can find it once again, I know, just like they did in Key Largo. Honey, can't you remember? We played all the parts, that sweet scene of surrender, when you gave me your heart. Please say you will play it again, 'cause I love you still. Maybe this can't be the end. We had it all. Hello, just like they did in Key Largo. We had it all, just like Bogey and McCall.
That's a pretty thing. Nice to welcome you here. We have seen one another along the way many, many years ago. You're an overnight success.
18 years.
All right. That's what we usually talk about, the fact that we've all done a lot of strange and wonderful things in our lives. How did you, I was going to say, end up in Florida? That sounds derogatory, and I don't mean it that way. That's not a musical capital.
I was born there. I was born on the Gulf Coast in a little town called Tarpon Springs. And it all started there. In fact, I've been there most of my life.
That song, that one, conjures up memories of an old Lauren Bacall, Humphrey Bogart movie. Was that the inspiration or something else?
Well, I was living with a girl for a long time, and we used to watch all-night
movies. There's a lot of straight lines here now, and a lot of, we're going to know. Staying up late at night watching old movies, is that how you write songs?
No, well, that inspired the song. She left, and the song was basically a plea for her to come back, and she did, and she's here. So.
Oh, and you heard it first here. We could develop a whole new series on this, how romances blossom over songwriting. You were, when I first ran into it, you were a backup musician in a band of a guy I knew very well, still to this day. How many years did you travel with him?
I was Tommy Rowe's drummer in a group called the Romans for about 5 years.
You learn anything through an experience like that?
No. Yes, I did. I learned a great deal. I started when I was 18, probably, at that time, just out of high school. I went to college for a short time and then started doing that with Tommy. We traveled a great deal and learned a lot. I learned a lot about recording. I learned a lot about the road.
Were you writing songs at that time?
I started at 18, yeah. They were terrible. They should throw me out of the bathroom at the hotels because I'd be up till 4 in the morning strumming the guitar.
When did you get down to serious songwriting, after you left the road?
About 1970. Started writing songs in 70 and wrote all the way through until now. And famous Paramount is taken 40 of them at this point to shop. And
but now the fact that you have a giant hit, isn't that going to help sell the rest of your catalog?
Hopefully.